Welcome to Mathematics Warehouse.
Today's lesson is lesson 14.4, volume with fractional edge length. In this lesson, we have to find the volume of rectangular prism with fractional edge length.
First, we need to know how to multiply two fractions or even two mixed numbers. To multiply two fractions, you have to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator.
Example, multiply 2/3 multiplied by 7/11. Here we have a new fraction. Its numerator is 2 times 7, which is 14, and its denominator is 3 times 11, which is 33.
To multiply two mixed numbers, you have to convert it first into improper fraction, then multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator.
For example, 1 and 3/4 multiplied by 2 and 1/5. First, we need to convert both of them into improper fractions. So convert 1 and 3/4 to be 1 times 4, 4 plus 3 equals 7, times convert 2 and 1/5 to be 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 7/4 multiplied by 11/5. Check if we have any common factors between numerator and denominator. Actually, we don't have. So now you can multiply. 7 times 11 is 77. And 4 times 5 is 20. Now we can rewrite this into mixed number 4. 77 divided by 20 equals 3, which is 60, and the remainder is 17/20. Or even you can use the long division to convert improper fraction into mixed number. 77 divided by 20. 77 divided by 20 equals 3, so it's 60, subtract equals 17. WDN. So whole number is 3, denominator is 20, and numerator is 17.
Also, we need to know how to multiply decimals.
For example, 3.2 times 7.5. First step is to neglect decimal point. So you have 32 multiplied 75. Now multiply as regular. Starting with 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 0 and k up 1. 5 times 3 equals 15 plus 1 equals 16. Going to 7, put 0. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 and k up 1. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 1 equals 22. Add, so we have 0, 10, 0 and k up 1, 4, 2. Here we have one decimal place. Here we have one decimal place. So we have two decimal places. So the answer is 24. Solve and share. A rectangular prism has the dimensions shown below. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? Use half-inch cubes to find the volume. As we know, the volume is area of base times height, or we can say it's length times width times height. So volume equals length times width times height. The three dimensions. Here the three dimensions are 1.5, 1.5, and 2. So we have to multiply 1.5 times 1.5 times 2. We have two mixed numbers. So we're going to convert them into improper fraction form. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3/2. Times 3/2 times 2 over 1. Now we have all our fractions. So the product of those fractions equals a fraction. So this equals 2 times 2 times 1 is 4. 3 times 3 times 2 is 18, which can be simplified dividing by 2 up and down to be 9 over 2. Now we can rewrite 9 over 2 as a mixed number. 9 divided by 2 equals 4, and the remainder 1 over 2. So the answer is 4.5 cubic inches. That's why, because we have a volume. How can you find the volume of rectangular prism with fractional edge length? As we just said, the volume is the area of the base multiplied by height. Or we can say volume is length times width times height. First question, how is finding the volume of a rectangular prism with fractional edge length similar to finding the volume of rectangular prism with whole number edge length? Actually, we have the same formula. Volume equals length times width times height, or volume equals area of base times height. But only we have different calculations. Question 2. Explain how finding the number of half-inch cubes in a rectangular prism helps you find the number of unit cubes in a rectangular prism. Simply, you can divide the number of half-inch cubes that fill a rectangular prism by 8, because there are 8 half-inch cubes in 1 unit cube. In 3 and 4, tell how many of each size cube can fill a 1-inch cube. Number 3, edge equals 1/3 inch. 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. So the answer is 27. Edge equals 1 over 4 inch. So 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. So the answer is 64. In 5 and 6, find the volume of each rectangular prism and show your work. As we know, volume is length times width times height. So 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5. We can convert them into improper fractional form to be 3 over 2 times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2. 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27, and 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So the answer is 3 and 3 over 8. Number 6, you have to multiply 14.8 times 4.5 times 3.5. And after multiplication, so we have 233.1. Number 7, multiply 1.5 times 2.5 times 3. And the answer simply is 11 and 1 over 4 cubic inches. Number 8, you have to multiply 2 times 1 and 2 over 3 times 5 and 1/3. And the answer is 17 and 7 over 9. And number 9, you have to multiply 1.2 times 6.5 times 4. And the answer is 31.2. Number 10, you have to multiply 0.7 times 0.9 times 2.4. And the answer is 1.512 cubic meter. Next question. Sandy has 2 boxes with dimensions shown. She wants to use the box with the greater volume to ship a gift to her friend. Which box should Sandy use? So now we have to find the volume of each of 2 boxes. The first one, box A, its volume is 7.5 times 2 times 11.5. 7.5 means 15 over 2 times 2 over 1 times 23 over 2. After calculations, you would find it 172.5 cubic inch. For box B, you have to multiply 9 over 1 times 9 over 4 times 17 over 2. And after calculations, you would find it 172 and 1 over 8 cubic inches. So which one is greater? Of course, box A. So she would take box A because box A volume is greater than box B volume. Find the volume of the prism. Volume equals length times width times height. So equals 4 times 1 and 3 over 4 times 2 and 1 over 2. So now we can convert this into 4 over 1 times 1 times 4 is 4 plus 3 equals 7 over 4. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 equals 5 over 2. Now we have simplified. So 7 times 5 equals 35. 1 times 2 is 2, which is 17 and a half cubic inches.